Today I have a special guest, my favorite guest, my wife Rebecca, and she is going to work on a strategy and then we're going to test it out. But would you consider yourself a beginner?
Yes.
Why?
I've only played twice.
Okay, you've played twice, and my 10 years of doing videos, how many videos have you watched?
0.
Okay, so yeah, I would consider that. She played a couple times, never watched any of my videos, beginner, but we're going to see how she likes to play. We're going to kind of teach her through it, and then we're going to test out her strategy and see if she comes up with a winning strategy. Hi, I'm Jeremy, and I am a craps fanatic. My job, to teach you the game, to teach you the math and some strategies, and with a little luck, you can color up. Okay, so you said you've played twice, and that was on a cruise.
Yes.
So, and I kind of helped you or walked you through a little bit.
You told me what to do.
Okay. Did you understand what you were doing? Or, I mean, you kind of know a little bit, right? You've picked it up because you said you've overheard me and that sort of thing.
I know what I'm doing. I just don't know how to bet.
Okay. Which I think you're overthinking it because no one knows how to bet. I mean, I know the ins and outs of the game, but if I knew, because that's what you're kind of afraid of, right? Is like doing the right thing and losing money.
Well, no, it's about not putting the right amount of money out there.
Okay. All right. So some of the technicalities. Okay.
Yes.
But again, the dealers will help you through that sort of thing. But before
That's not true. They actually pay me wrong, is what I found out. So
Yeah,
I
that's
need
true
to
too.
know how to bet.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, they try to help. Some of them are not, especially like on a cruise ship, you'll encounter new dealers. So,
Okay.
Good point. And that's why it's important to watch Color Up, learn the payouts, and then so you're never being cheated because they are human, they make mistakes. So we're going to try to help you come up with a strategy, something that fits you. Like I could show you all kinds of things and you could probably copy, but I don't always think that's a great idea because you may be playing something that you don't understand, maybe not fun. So I think first off, you want something that you like to do, that you'd have fun with, and that you can understand and repeat. And then I usually start with people, well, what is your goal? Do you want to spend a lot of time at the table? Do you want to try to win a little bit? And then how much can you afford to lose, right? Like you don't want to gamble $5,000.
No.
What would be your comfort level? We'll start there. How much money do you think you would take to the craps table to play?
Whatever you told me to take to the craps table.
Okay, that's different. I'm asking you now. What do you want? What would you want? What would you want?
I don't know. I have no
idea. Could you lose 200? Could you lose 500?
Sure. Not 500.
Not 500.
No.
300.
Maybe.
Okay, maybe 300. So we'll start there. Maybe we'll do 250 right in between. We'll do 300. We'll do a full 300. So that's kind of your bankroll. Now I usually tell people with $300, you want enough for 10 shooters. That would be about $30 per shooter you want to risk.
Okay.
Because worst case scenario, you'd lose $30. You could do that 10 times. And hopefully that doesn't happen. But that's kind of what you're looking at is around a $30, $40 strategy.
Yes.
So on the craps table, what kind of bets do you like to make?
I like the field.
Okay. And what do you know about the field?
I don't know. It just has the most numbers.
It does have a lot. You win with a lot of numbers, but you do know that I've told you.
Yes, it's the worst one out there.
It's
one of the worst.
One of the worst ones out there. But I do like it because, like you said, it covers a lot of numbers. But then also, I don't like staying in it for a long time. Are there any other bets that you know and are comfortable with? Any of these numbers up here, the pass sign, anything else?
The 6 and 8.
Okay, the 6 and 8. Those are good bets.
Yes. And that's it. And I like the midnight.
You like the midnight over here. Just because why?
Because it's fun.
You like the number 12. Okay.
Yes.
So we can incorporate that a little bit. So if we did pass line, come, anything for you, or just kind of 6 and 8 field?
Either one. I can do the come. I've played that before.
Okay.
And I played the pass line.
Okay. What if we did something like that? We're at a $10 table.
Yeah.
Which is tough at $300, but it's doable. I would recommend go as low as possible $5 table if you can. But let's say if you make a field bet, which you love, which is fine, you've got all the numbers covered except for the 5, 6, 8, 7, and 8. You don't have the 7. So what if we covered the 6 and 8? Now these ones at a $10 table, $10, $10. These ones are the weird ones. You have to have $12 because of how the payoff works. So a little more. So $12 on each. So that's kind of it. $34. I kind of said you're probably in the $34 range. But we can do one more thing, and that is a come bet. So now what this does is you make this when the game's in the middle of session, and you win with a 7-11, and you lose with 2, 3, and 12. The nice thing is, if you lose with 2, 3, and 12, you win 2, 3, and 12 here. So, and then if you roll a 7, this would lose, but this would win. On this roll, you can't lose these bets unless you roll the 5, 6, or 8. The 5, 6, or 8 rolls, it's not in the field, so you would lose that. But the come bet would move to whatever rolls. So that would become a bet. Your bet travels to one of those numbers. Now you have a bet on that. But if it rolls here or here, you would win 14. There you go. You got your money back. You're in the same position. So it's not that bad. Really, the only bad number is the 5 for you. So I would say you could do this. And let's say you didn't roll a 5, 6, or 8, and you rolled, let's say, the 10. The 10 rolls, you'd win in the field. Your come bet would go to the 10. And I would say with this, you could either do it again, or you could just put this money in your rack. Or, I mean, you could add odds. You could do a lot of different things. But I would say maybe you could do it one more time, a field and a come. And, this time the 9 rolls, you win. Or no, let's say the 5 rolls. You would lose. This would come up here. You have 4 bets and just be done. And then see what happens after you win. Does that sound like a reasonable? So 6 and 8.
Yep.
Come bet and field.
Yep.
Now the come bet you can only do when the puck's on. So we're just going to wait. So if you got to shoot, you have to make one of these bets. We're not going to worry about that.
Okay.
Because you don't like to shoot.
No.
So you would pass anyway. So we're just going to always assume someone else is shooting. And then you're going to give me, the dealer, $24 or $25. They'll make change for you to make these bets.
Yep.
You'll make these 2 bets yourself.
Yes.
And so maybe we'll do that twice. So make these bets and these bets twice.
Okay.
What would you do if these bets were up here and you won some money? Like let's say the 9 wins and they go like that. What would you do?
I'd collect it.
Collect it? Okay. And then what if the 8 hits? They're going to pay you 14. What would you do?
I would collect it.
Okay. So you're just going to keep collecting.
Yes.
What if this number hits? They pay it. What would you do? Because now you only have 2 numbers.
I would just keep collecting
Keep
and
collecting.
probably put some in the field.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. You could play in the field a little bit. Or, you know what? Here, you got $4. Can I have a midnight? Or a 12? They call it midnight. We can make bets on that.
Don't I have to do $2 bets on that?
Good point. Most casinos, no. On the cruise ships, they do make these $2 bets.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, here and in most casinos, it's going to be just $1. So anytime you got an extra dollar and you want to bet on the 12,
Okay.
more than welcome to bet on it. So that's the strategy we built. I like it. These are great bets. This is a great bet. This is a so-so bet, but we're only going to use it a little bit. I think you got yourself a strategy. I'm going to give you $250. Put that in the rack in front of you. Can you put it in the front rack? I'm not sure what shows up on camera. And we'll see what happens. I'm just going to send you the dice and let you roll just because we don't have anyone else. But she doesn't like to roll the dice normally. But I'm going to force you to. But I'm not going to force you to make that bet. So send some dice on the way. Pick 2 of them. Throw them up against that wall. We'll see what happens. 9. 9's our point. Okay.
6 and 8, please.
Okay, and I think I taught you to put it on this line, and you know why you do that, right?
Yes. Because then they got to ask me what to do.
Hey, what do you want to do?
6 and 8, please.
You got it. Here's a dollar change. There you go. 8 a hard way, 8 hard. So that's a loser in their field. This is going to come to the 8, and their $12 is going to win $14. What would you like to do now?
Can I move the 8 to the 5?
You can. You can move it, or you can have it come down, because yes, it doesn't make sense to really have 2 bets on the same number, unless you're doing odds. But yeah, you can move this if you want, or you can go in the come. But yeah, I'm going to hand this back to you and let you decide what you want to do with it. Yeah, that's what I would do. I would stick to doing a come in a field for a second time. So here,
Midnight 12, please.
and a 12. You got it. Got yourself a bet. I almost rolled the dice myself because I'm used to it. Here we go. 7. All right, so we're going to lose 3 bets here. You're going to win here in the come. And the puck's going to go off. And they're going to pass the dice to the next shooter. Oh, you'd lose your 12 as well. Here we go. Pick 2 lucky dice. Send them on their way. 7 on the come out. Same shooter. It's not a win or a loss. It's a win for the pass line players. There's a 4 easy, so the point's going to be on 4.
6 and 8, please.
You got it. 6 and 8. Here's a dollar change. She got her field and come set up, and here we go. 8 the hard way. Didn't we do this exactly last time? All right, so we lose in the field. This will come up to the 8, but you will win $14.
Can you pull my 8 down, please?
You got it. Okay. Now let's do something different this time. Dice off the table. Let me get that for you. You just roll again. It's no big deal. The dice go off the table. It happens to everybody, even the pros. 12. So this is an interesting one. Remember, we lose with 2, 3, and 12. We lose it. But check this out. 1, 2. You win triple there. Okay. Rack sum. Repeat your bet. I like it. That was your 12.
I know. I almost put it out there, too.
All right, 3 craps. Same situation, but you don't get paid as much. So you lose here, but you win in the field. It's essentially break even. 5, no field 5. If I can get that. So we do lose here, but this is going to travel, but it travels to a good number. So you got 3 great numbers. What else you want to do here? All right, field and come at least for one more try. There is a 9. 9's a good one. You're going to get paid in the field. This is going to go to the 9. You got 4 great numbers. What do you want to do here? Just roll with it.
Midnight, please.
All right, you got it. Buck on the 12. Let's roll some inside numbers. Yo 11. We don't have the 11. You lose your 12. 2 craps. We don't have that one.
Should be in the field.
Maybe you would have won. And then there's the 7. So down these come. All right. New shooter. Pick 2 lucky dice. We need to get on a winning streak. There's a 9. Point of 9.
6 and 8, please.
By this time, they probably already know your strategy. You just set it down and they'll set you up. Yeah, it is interesting. The last time she played, the dealer just kept paying her wrong. And I had to correct him because she didn't really know what she should get paid. But yeah. 7. That's no good. We're on a bit of a cold streak. So we're going to lose 30. We're only going to win back 10. Any two will do. There's a 7 on the come out. And you don't have to worry if you're rolling the dice. There's a 4 easy. If you roll a 7, it happens. I know people are afraid like, hey, I'm losing people money. You're not. You're just rolling the dice. It's just a game of chance. They're betting. They're adults. If they lose their money to the 7, that's on them, not on you, even though you threw the dice. There's a 6 easy, 6 easy. So we do lose in the field, unfortunately. This will travel, and you're going to get paid 14.
Can you move my 6 to the 5, please?
Okay, changing things up a little bit. And then I'll come back to you. Anything else? Okay, she's going to try to come in the field. Meanwhile, she's got the 5. Dice off the table. Let me just grab you that same one. Boy, you gotta quit rolling them 7. No, I'm just.
It's because the dice went off the table.
Yeah, exactly. All right, you win there in the come. We're not doing too good. I think it's a solid strategy. It's just the dice aren't cooperating. I don't know how many strategies would win with these short rolls. That's why you have enough for 10 shooters, because eventually you should hit a long roll. There's a 10.
6 and 8, please.
You got it. There's your change. She's got the come in the field working. 6 easy. It's a good number, not for the field. So this will come up here. You'll get paid 14.
Move my 6 to the 5, please.
Okay. Any reason you decided to do that?
Because I don't need it both on there.
Okay. And you don't want to put in your rack. You want to cover another number, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
Gosh.
Oh gosh, is right. We keep losing $20 or $30 at a time here. It's slowly draining because these rolls are terrible. Not your fault. I'm not blaming you. It just happens. I can get some new dice for you if these ones won't work.
Would you get the can you move the magnets for me?
I'll try to push the button underneath. So she's heard. She sees the common stuff, knows all the superstitions. All right, dollar change. Set up these great bets, which are not really winning for us. What do we roll? An 8?
An 8.
Yeah, an 8. I'm supposed to set the point first. There is a 4. Okay, I think we like this one. You're going to get paid in the field, and this is going to move. You now have a bet on the 4, 6, and 8. All right, she's going to use her winnings to do it one more time. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. All right. Well, we're not going to run out of time before we can even show this thing coming back and winning, but that's how you kind of build a strategy, is kind of see how much you could play with, pick the bets you like, go from there. All right, we're out on the 8 again.
6 and 8, please.
You got it. All right, shooter, let's roll some numbers. You're never due, but it feels like she's due for a long one. All right, we're going to win in the field, and this is going to go to the 9. So 3 great bets. She's going to let it ride, try to pick up one more number. There's a 9. There we go. We like that. We're going to win in the field, and then your 9 is going to also win. Okay, she's out of the field, or out of the come. Collected a few bucks. 3 numbers. She's in the field. Here you go. 5, no field 5. So we're just going to lose here. No, she's going to just repeat her field bet. I wouldn't recommend betting that too much, just for that reason. She's going to give it at least one more try. That's why I like to come with the field. All right, there's a 6 hard. So 30 bucks you lost, but you do win here. You got a lot of ones. Can you give me $1? There's 15 for 1. Any changes? Any bets? What would you like? Okay, just going to give it another try in the field. 6 easy. Another field loss. Drop me $1, please. Here's 15. So in that case, you lose 10, you win 14, you're only winning $4 at a time. There you go. After 4 field losses, she's going to go in the come. All right, we've got a 9. That's a field winner. The dice rolled there, but it was a 9, so we finally win in the field. Your 9 is going to pay just off and on. You're still on the 9, still in the come. You don't have to leave that there. You can pick it up if you want or let it go.
Midnight.
And a midnight. You got a bet. 2 craps. Come away. That's the time when you want to.
See, I told you.
You're variating your strategy. You're going to bet the field and come at the same time. Is what I'd recommend.
Midnight.
You keep going back and forth and losing. Get chasing it. There's a 9. Okay, you win her here, and you win on the 9. They'll just pay you off and on next to your bet. Oh yeah, you
Midnight.
lost. Sure. It's going to be a 5. No field 5. Four easy. Okay, she's just going to run it out. We got a 6 the hard way. Drop me $1. I'll give you 15. Any changes?
No.
Okay.
So you can take that.
And there's the 7. So 7 out, down these come. You had a decent little roll there, but we kept losing back and forth. I don't know if we won any money. Let's end it there. Let's count it up. Just go ahead and give me the money. You just stack it on the table, and you just tell the dealer, hey, I'm done playing. We'll take the money. Best you can, just give them 1 big stack or 2 big stacks. All right, we got 25. We got 50, 75, 100, 125. Look, I'm just slipping on me too. 150, 160, 165, 70, 75, 80, 81. So we went from 250 down to 181. So we lost about $70.
I thought you said 300 even.
No, we gave you, did I give you 300?
I think so.
Oh boy, okay, so we lost even more if I gave you 300. I don't know, numbers will be on the screen, but you got, the rolls just were not good. So you had a bad experience there with the rolls, but anyway, that's how you kind of decide how you want to play, pick the numbers you like. Most of all, have fun, and thanks for joining me today.
You're welcome.
Until next time, however you like to play, good luck on coloring up. If you're enjoying my videos, consider supporting the Color Up channel by joining my club, the Color Up Club. It's an awesome community of craps enthusiasts just like me, and I also give out some free swag. So check out my website, colorup.club.